you guys, we are back with another video, honey, and in this video we're gonna talk about Kimora Lee Simmons. Guys, I don't think you understand how much of a heist Kimmora pulled off on Russell. And guess what? Because I've been doing some investigations, honey, and do you remember Russell telling us that Kimmora stole his stock? And Russell brought Kimmora to court, and the judge asked Kimmora and her husband Tim what's the reason for stealing Russell's stock, and they wrote a letter to the judge responding saying that they are entitled to Russell's money under California Free Speech Act. Yes, they did that. Now, Kimmora is the major stockholder in Celsius. That woman has literally pulled off the biggest heist in America's history at this point. She is the major stockholder in Celsius. Her stock is worth $93 million. Russell was the major stockholder. Russell and Kobe Bryant. Kobe that passed, they were the two major stockholders. But since Kobe's death, I think there was some payout between some people and stuff. And Kobe's wife got some payout and stuff. But Kimmora is officially the main stockholder in Celsius. Her stocks is worth over $93 million. She owns more stocks in Celsius. Let me check how much Russell has. You're telling me that she had stocks in Celsius and she did not mess with her stocks to bail Tim out of jail, because you guys know that Tim had messed with the Malaysian government funds, right? And Tim was gonna go to jail, and they said to Tim, you need to pay X dollars up front. If not, you're gonna go to jail. And that's when, because Kimmora and Russell had a great relationship. When Russell said that he was Kimmora's best friend, that's not a lie. And he used to give, they would talk about everything. So that's how Kimmora and Tim ended up with Russell's stocks, because Russell was very trusting of Kimmora. But all the men officially hates Kimmora. Tim, the very same Tim that she bailed out, hates Kimmora's guts. I'm doing some deep dive, honey, and let me tell you, not one of Kimmora's baby daddy can stand a bone in her. I don't know what she has done to those men, but to know that she used Russell's money to save Tim, and now Tim hates Kimmora, something is not right here. Something is not right here. But honey, I'm finding out that Kimmora has possibly pulled off one of the biggest heists in America's history. Is she about to get away with it? Maybe not, because the judge is applying pressure. Because when she wrote that letter to the judge, telling the judge that her and Tim, they're entitled to Russell's money under California's Free Speech Act, the judge was not having it. The judge was like, no. Because she wanted the case to be thrown out of court. And she told the judge that her and her husband at the time, Tim, they're entitled to Russell's money under California Free Speech Act. And the judge said to her, you must have lost your forever loving mind. The case is gonna go on. And now Russell has demanded all of Kimmora's phone records, bank records, everything, because he's saying all the evidence is there, and Kimmora has until January 2026 to submit the requested document. So Russell is gonna win this case against her. There's no if, there's no buts, there's no maybe about it. Russell is gonna win the case. But the thing is, will Kimmora pay back this man his money? Because what Kimmora is banking on, not to pay Russell, she's banking on Russell going to jail. That's what she's hoping will happen. But she's not thinking carefully, because if Russell goes to jail or not, she still has to pay him. Yes, Russell's case, he has numerous cases of assault, levied against him, assaulting female, and he had told the ladies to drop the case, he was gonna pay them. and he started paying some of them and he stopped. Some of them he never started paying them. So, sorry guys, but Kimmora is one heck of an interesting woman, and I'm wondering what else is Kimmora up to at this point, you know? So, Kimmora stole all of Russell's stocks. That's why she's a major stockholder in Celsius. She stole all his stocks. I thought it was just a portion of it, but she took all of it. She took all of it. She took all of it. No, what they're saying is that this case that Russell has against Kimmora, it may not affect Celsius directly, but the high-profile dispute can create short-term volatility. So, Russelsimmonds' legal team claim faces challenges as federal filings have already questioned his standing in the matter. Celsius continues to grow. So Kimmora knows what she's doing when she stole that man's stock. The case highlights trial outcome could determine whether Simmons regained any control or compensation from the disputed shares. So she took it all. The case will resume on January 2nd. Russell alleges that Kimora Lee Simmons and her former partner Tim Leissner improperly took millions of dollars worth of Celsius stocks. The trial is scheduled for January 2nd, 2026. Federal position. The U.S. government has previously dismissed Simmons' claim that Kimmora uses Celsius shares to pay Leissner bail, stating he has no legal stake in the matter. So how will they tell this man that he has no legal stake in the matter when he does have legal stake in the matter? So what they're saying is the trial outcome could determine whether Simmons regains any control or compensation from the disputed shares. The case, let me tell you what Kimmora took it all, because most recently on her show, Life in the Fab Lane, she was bragging about, being the owner of Celsius. And I'm saying, but she doesn't own Celsius. Is it that she owns significant shares to be titling herself as the owner? So it seems as though Kimmora is going further in to claim Celsius. If Kimmora owns Celsius, it's not going to be successful as it is. It's not going to be successful as it is. Kimmora is good at marketing and all of that, but this is a hostile takeover. And they're saying that Russell cannot prove that it was his Celsius stock that has bailed Tim, but he can prove it because Kimmora, based on what he's saying, the evidence is there that Kimmora did transfer the stocks. And Kimmora, because I've been checking the Celsius stocks for the past couple of years, before this case came up with Kimmora and Russell, since that Kobe Bryant lawsuit where a former assistant or manager of Kobe Bryant had sued Kobe Bryant's estate, saying that she was promised a portion if the stock grew, and she lost on that case because there was no evidence that Kobe had made her such promise. And I could see Travis Barker being a part of the stockholder, Russelsimmonds and all those people. So I don't know where it is that they're getting this from. My goodness. Kimmora is one heck of a woman. But anywho, guys, Kimmora has taken all of Russell's share, all of